What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? Chris back with you guys, but this time we're going to go back to Spirit. Okay, Spirit rover, where its last photo, which was at the area of Troy, as they called it, and I believe it was 1869 as the Sol. Let's check this out. Okay, Spirit's look ahead on Sol 1869. Now, it'll give you a write-up as far as exactly what happened to this area, but it'll give you an idea. There's actually three. This is a small pan, and there's three photos. You can see it right here. Here, so there's 1, 2, 3. The left one there was called what they call home plate. On the right here, was Sarkowski, that's what they call it. And in the middle, in the back, was, I think it was Von Braun. Yeah, called Von Braun. A possible destination for Spirit to investigate in the future. But what happened was, and it says right here, Spirit was driving towards Von Braun when the rover became embedded in soft soil at the site called Troy, by Sol 1899, May 6, 2009. The soft soil at Troy was covered with a darker layer before Spirit's wheels broke through the top layer and revealed a lighter material. So the site is inconspicuous in the middle distance towards Mount, and you can see it. It's over here, and we're going to get into this much more. But guys, this again is one of the smoking guns. Now, I've done this picture before, and I've got mixed reviews about it, but guys, if you have one of these magnifiers, take them out, because I'm going to show you this without doing a thing to this photo. Whatever this object is, it looks like it could be a small vehicle, meaning something that flies. I don't mean like a car type thing. Whatever this thing may be, it looks like it's kind of twisted up and in the ground, laying in the dirt. And you can see it right here. Okay, let's go ahead and just click on it. Anybody can do this, and you guys will get the link, of course, and check this thing out. This object right here, take your magnifier out and have a look at it. What the hell is that? Now, I've done this before, like I said, but there's so much more in this photo. I believe there's absolute proof of this stuff laying all over the surface. Now, why they didn't take this out? Because think about this, guys. Look at it. Here's your rover, and of course, there's three parts. So it kind of looks, you go, how the hell is that when it's got, like, the rover's in different, well, it's in three different positions, you know, in these three different photos. So you can understand why. But check out the distance from this right here, okay, to the back. I'm guessing this thing's probably about 20, 25 feet away from the actual Spirit rover, which wasn't very big. It was one of the, it was a mid-size, as opposed to the Sojourner, which was very, very small. But guys, just look at this thing. I mean, right here, especially at the tail end of this, I call it the tail end, but right there, have a look at that. It has what looks like, and I'm going to zoom in right now. I don't even have to take this thing into Photoshop, but I'm going to do it anyway for you guys. And just to give you a little bit better look at this, check this out. Look at the way this thing has this kind of rectangular shape. It looks like it's lighter here, almost like it's molded, if you will. It goes from almost the middle section to the back, has almost this right arrow point kind of thing to it, and has this kind of weird vent to it, with a separation in the middle and a skinnier line separating the two halves. It has brighter, almost like a vent of some sort. And if you look at the body of it, now I think this has been covered up by actual either regular dirt itself, or these guys had their hand in it trying to manipulate it. But if that was the case, I think I would have buried this thing, if you know what I mean, digitally or what have you. But it almost looks like it has this big body to it, almost like an hour-shaped glass to it, going like this. And, of course, the other half would be underneath this dirt, or whatever it is. And it almost looks like, and I want to say engine type thing, like it has like this barrel type thing with an opening right here, like something would come out of here. And, of course, you can't see the left side. It's almost like you can see that right there. It kind of goes off to the right and has this weird barrel type thing on it, but you can't see this side because it's kind of embedded in the dirt, right? So I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, what the hell could possibly do that, right? There's a lot more to this photo than meets the eyes, guys. This is a whole lot more. This right here, look how they kind of like just whitened that out, made it look like nothing really there. And this right here, this is another crazy part. I'm going to show you this real quick. I'm not going to take too long on this photo. Don't have to do that. Check this out. There's something there, but if you enhance it, you'll see it actually pop. It actually has like a 3D footprint to it, if you will, as opposed to a 2D. And if you look carefully, you can see shit that's been ghosted out here. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's some kind of weird gun or something sticking out. Now you're going to go, wow, what the heck is he talking about, a gun? Well, you'll see that in a minute. Let's go to the Photoshop. And I'm going to show you this thing up close, guys. Check this out. Check this out. What the hell, seriously, does this? You can see where this goes like this. Now, of course, I'm really lousing this up. It actually has two when you go into this. And I'm not doing this straight. I've got to keep this mouse straight here. That's the problem here. But you can see that you don't even have to do a thing to it. Check it out. You can see the actual piece going like this. Do this a little bit straighter. Keeps going, and of course it stops, and then you get this middle section here. And actually it is 1, now that I see it better. Like this. And what it is it's got these whiter areas in these spots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But check out this molded pot. Looks like it does this. This whole thing does this. And what looks like it has an arrow to it. See that? I don't know about you guys, but that clearly is not a rock. And you can see what looks like the body to it. Something over here. Almost like it has this barrel thing, like I said, going like this. Here's the body itself. And, of course, the other side's buried in the ground. And if you can't see this side either. But it would most likely do this. And you've got this object. Whatever the hell this thing is, no way, no how is that a rock. And this is, like I said, this is just another smoking gun to me anyway. And, of course, you guys always get the last say in this. What you guys believe this is. This object here. What is that? Now, that could be, is it a piece of wood? Is it a piece of steel? God only knows. Why? It's black and white. So, of course, keep everything black and white. You can't see any color signature to anything, so there you go, right? Okay. I'm going to jump to the back of this here, because this area here, there's actual object sitting right here. Now, watch this. I'm going to go ahead and jump to, now I enhance this piece here. We're going to do this a little bit closer. We're going to enhance it, because this is the main object anyway of the photo. So now I just enhance this a little bit with the white, and you can see I didn't really change anything. You can see that area right in here. All I just made it is a little brighter, just make it stand out a little bit better. And just darkened it up, see if there's any other edges or lines, body lines to this thing, if we can find it. It looks like it's kind of twisted up, like this pot here is kind of twisted from this way. You know what I mean? Like it's just been, this pot here is twisted to the left, doing this to the left, and this pot here is actually going a little bit to the right. And if you look at it, it really does look like that a little bit, but maybe that's just the way it's in the ground. Don't know. But if you look very carefully, there's some other pieces, like some other details sticking out of the side of this thing. Couldn't tell you what it is. Now, I enhanced this right here with a little bit of color filtering, and you can see that. That's pretty done. This is the original. All I do is just darken it up a little bit, and I didn't put any white in there, but you can see that. I'm going to zoom right in for anybody who's got the smaller devices. Whoops, my bad. Let's do this. Let's do the other piece instead. But you can see that right there with the separations and the separations there. Now, let's jump out of that. Now, I want to show you guys this because this is pretty cool. We're going to go to the background here and watch this. I mean, you can't see anything of any clarity because clearly they were trying to, get rid of these things. So let's have a look. Now, I enhanced this right here, and then we did this. Check this out. Now, you go, well, I'm really not seeing it, but look at the difference. You can see these objects, like there's one here, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, and again, they've had this, and there's something larger here, it looks like. What look like objects sitting there, and then, of course, I did it this way. Now, let's zoom in a little bit. And it looks like there's a bunch of small objects that have been ghosted out or overlaid. Something was overlaid onto this thing to clearly get rid of it. Check this out. This is, again, up on Von Braun, which they got this cap here. I don't believe this is a cap at all. I don't believe this is even a mountain. But check this out. When you go from this, kind of looks like there's no detail because take out a lot of contrast up on this hill. Doesn't look like much, right? But then all of a sudden, it kind of looks like it has like a little bit of height to it now, and it has some substance. But whatever this stuff is, guys, no way, no how. Check this out. Let's zoom into a couple of these things. This object right here has this right here, going up, going like this, comes down, goes back down. Another object here that's like almost like an arch type shape. I don't know if you can see that, but the whole thing right there. Now, again, guys, only just enhance it just a little bit. It clearly is there. All I do is lighten it up to show you the different levels of this thing. But whatever that is, it's there. It's in the picture. This object here. And you can see that pretty darn good, right? Check this out. There should be another object. It has like this point type thing sticking out of it. Look at this thing. That's kind of bizarre, too. I mean, when you look at this thing, you just go, what is that? Right here. What is that? I mean, you can see what looks like it has these weird designs in it. And then it's two halves. See it right there? Coming out. And then, of course, it's got this almost like a shoe shape, if you will, but it looks more mechanical. because you can see right here, you can just have a look at these inside right here with these two spaces and the way this thing's connected. Yeah, this is not, there's another object sitting right here. It looks like they have like details in there that look mechanical. They don't look like a simple rock, if you will. Now, this looks like a simple rock, looks like a rock, things like that. But look at the way they did this right here. See the way this line goes down? Like they totally gotten rid of this part, and this has a little bit more detail right here. Check that out. Look at the difference in this side to this side. Guys, they're manipulating this thing on a huge level, and some people just don't see it. They just go, oh, all I see is rocks. You got to be more open-minded than that, guys. You just got to be, because you're going to see, if you start to open your eyes, and I'll be honest with you guys, when I started looking at these photos, I'm going, come on, I'll just disprove this crap and just be done with it. No, I can't. There's just too much in these photos to just not even say, oh, well, there's nothing there. There's something right there, too. I don't know what the hell that is. Some kind of weird thing right here. Now, that may just be a rock, because it doesn't really have too many different details in it to try to disprove it isn't. Check this out. There's a whole lot going in that. I don't know what that is either. All this whole area. Looks like there's an awful lot going on that ground right there. Okay. There was another funky looking object in here, and I'll be darned if I can find it now. It had like some kind of a point to it sticking out of, and you can see that they buried something else in it. I probably won't find it now, but that's okay. I think we showed enough in here anyway. I'm not sure what that is. That could be just simply a rock. Okay. Let's go way over to the other side here, because there's other couple interesting little items like this right here. Now, when I'm going to do a total enhancement, or just a fully enhance, and check this out, guys. There's actually other objects laying right here. Now, check this out. You can see what looks like this object is doing this, coming down, and has like something right here. And then you've got these other pieces, almost like this rainbow shape, if you will. And this is in the normal photo, guys. I'm not doing anything to that. That's right there. That's a normal photo. And again, this object here. To me, this is another smoking gun. This, to me, is clearly something laying on the ground here and half buried. And whatever it is, again, it's not very big. Why are we finding objects that are not that big at all? Check this out right here. This is pretty cool. Not sure what that is, but it has this white piece to it, and it has this kind of like, almost like arch shape, slight arch shape to it, whatever that is, right there. See that? And I believe there's a couple more objects over here. There's something laying right there. Hard to make out even what that is. Object right here. Check that thing out. This, to me, is another bizarre-looking object. And you can see where it has this opening. It looks like it has this opening type thing going on. See that? This whole object right here. Now let's zoom into it. I know you guys will want to check this out a little bit deeper here and a little further in. All right, check that out. What does that? Almost looks like it has these weird triangular shapes to them, if you will. Of course, I can't make out what that is because it looks like it's just white, white, and then it's white, white. But whatever that is, look at it. Does this, goes back, and you can see that it has like objects on there, like there's some kind of weird shapes and sizes, or whatever the hell this thing is. It has some detail to it, and I can't make out what that is, but whatever that is, I'm going to just back out a little bit because it usually clears up a little bit, but check that out. Guys, what the hell is it? Again, here's something else. It looks like it's been half buried, whether by nature or by man. Check these out. Check these pieces out right here. See this object right here? You can just barely see this. It looks like it would go just like this. In fact, you can actually see the faint line. Check this out. Right there, very faintly going through this fake wannabe dirt. Whatever the hell this thing is, I'm going to assume it does that. Of course, I'm not sure, but it looks like it would do that. And check these other little details out on this piece. Whatever the hell this thing is, check that out. Come on, guys. Come on. This clearly is not just simple rocks. Now, that's a funky-looking rock if I've ever seen one. Now, I'm not saying they can't. Mother Nature can't make these. Check this out. What is that? It looks like it has some kind of things hanging off of it. Not sure what that is. But they're there. That's the point. Check this thing. What are these? Now, of course, you got like this object here. Check these two things out. What are these? Will look like straps sticking out of this thing. See this? Right here. And then, of course, you've got whatever this is. You can see this doing this. and then some other smaller white piece right here. Guys, come on. I mean, how much do we have to see before we go, oh my God, there's clearly something on this planet? And there's a lot of people that will deny it or just totally overlook it or just get this mental block, like I said, and they go, nothing but rocks, man. That's fine. If you want to keep a closed mind to this, that's fine. And like I said, I'm not telling anybody they should believe me. I want you to make your own decisions. I'm only pointing out what I think is spectacular. Like I said, this object right here, to me, this is just another smoking gun that was something intelligent. There was beings that were intelligent that made these things. There's no way, guys. There's no way. This is the normal picture again, and I'm going to zoom right in. Come on. Come on. At some point, people are going to start going, yeah, what the hell gives, man? Stop emailing NASA. Just start bombarding them with all of this. Hey, guys, what's going on? Can you tell me what's going on with this thing? Why is this thing in the dirt? And, of course, they'll tell you it's your pareidolia. But clearly, I can see details in the... I call it the back end of this thing because it almost looks like some kind of weird craft or something, or like... the first thing you think of is like Star Wars, right? You got these land speeders and stuff like that. How do we know they didn't have things like that? How do we know? We don't. This is the original. Enhanced color right there. And, of course, I went to town on this. You can see more white to it. Like they just try to go over this thing. You see where that middle section was right there where I told you that it's either right here, this whole middle section. It's either real dirt or it's been put there purposely. And I believe that's the case, guys. I really do believe that's the case. Check that out. But there's more white in there. What they did was to try to cover this thing up. But clearly, you can see it all white right here. White. This is remember I said details? But I believe now this is the actual color of the item, of this object laying on the ground. It's all white and right here. That's actually the object. But what they do is they just try to scribble it out to make it look like, no, there's nothing there. Don't pay no mind to that. And if they do, see, and by just using like just a simple adjusting contrast and stuff like that, they can make everything look like, look, just back out of the photo. This is, this is 66%. But if you look at the photo, you wouldn't be none the wiser. You'd be like, oh yeah, look at the pretty rocks. They're not. And that's the thing, guys. Tell me what you guys think, man. Have a look at this thing. Guys, just share this video everywhere, man. People have got to start seeing these things. Clearly, there's something going on in these photos that NASA and JPL and anybody else has got their hands in, they're trying to hide. We need to start spreading the word out. If people have to stop bombarding NASA with all of this, then fine. I'm just noticing this while I'm speaking. Look at this. If we got to do that, then so be it. Look at this. White plate laying right on the ground. Look at that. Plain as day. Didn't even notice this before. Look at that. See it right there? Even though I enhanced this part, but check this out. Are you kidding me? Look at these two things just laying right there. That's freaking awesome. Look at this. Giant taco on Mars. No, I'm kidding. But check this out. That doesn't even look normal. Look at this. Look at it. This is the thing I showed you earlier, but whatever that thing is. Anyway, guys, give me your take on it. What do you think it is? Again, share the video. Give me a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. But most of all, give me your comments down below. Tell me what you think this thing is. Clearly, to me, in my opinion, and I'm not saying you guys have got to believe what I believe or share the same views, but to me, this is a smoking gun. This is an actual object, intelligently made, and again, I'll take my enhancements off it and just show the natural photo. This is, no doubt in my mind, that's intelligently made. And there's a whole bunch of it in this photo, like I said, in the back. This object's up here. And all these other little objects laying around. Just have a good look at it, guys. Just take the photo itself. Take out your eyepieces and your magnifiers. Just have them look at it. Have a look at it. What? No way, no how. Give me your take, guys. Let me know what you think. But anyway, got another cool one coming up for you guys. I keep having everybody just suggesting, hey, Chris, check this one out. They're submitting photos to me. I'm checking them out. And I'm going to bring out the creme de la creme if we can, guys. You know what I mean? If you got like 2 or 3 photos you think is your smoking gun, send them to me. Mars at AOL.com. Just send it and let me know what you got. I mean, I don't care if it's a different planet, moon, whatever it may be. Just submit it like you always do. You guys know what you do, and you do the best work as far as I'm concerned, because just like my last photo, or my video rather, the one prior to that one, which I had submitted photo, is just awesome. I mean, people coming out and they're seeing things that, not everybody sees. I didn't even see what he showed, what Char showed. So clearly, if we all have our eyes on these photos, you may pick something out of this photo I didn't just see. We just looked at it. I mean, you might say, hey, Chris, you missed this totally. So, let me know. leave your comments down below as always. Anyway, guys, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.